Close your eyes for a moment. What do you hear? What do you feel? And most importantly, who is listening? We take our minds for granted. They think, feel, and react. But have you ever stopped to ask? What is the mind? Is it a thing, a process, a spark of consciousness, or just an illusion? Buddhism has spent over 2,000 years exploring this question, not through theories, but through direct experience. And what it reveals is both profound and unsettling. Right now, you might believe that your mind is something personal, something contained inside your head, quietly directing your life. It feels like you, your thoughts, your emotions, your memories. But if you look closely, can you find a single place where the mind actually exists? Think about it. You hear a sound. It registers in your awareness. A thought appears. It lingers for a moment, then vanishes. A memory arises. It feels real. Yet it's nothing more than an image in the mind. The mind is there, but it's never in one place. This is where Buddhism takes a radically different approach from Western philosophy. In Buddhism, the mind is not a fixed thing. It's not a soul, nor a single entity that exists inside you. Instead, it's a process. Now, modern neuroscience tells us that thoughts, emotions, and perceptions arise from the brain. Electrical signals fire, neurotransmitters move, and suddenly we experience the world. But here's the problem. The brain is a physical organ. It can be measured, scanned, even surgically altered. But the mind, you can't touch it. You can't pinpoint it in space. And in Buddhism, this distinction is key. The mind is not the brain. It's not a physical object. It's an ongoing stream of experience, always shifting, always changing. A famous Buddhist analogy compares the mind to a river. Imagine standing at the edge of a fast-moving stream. If you point at the water and say, "This is the river," by the time you do, the water has already moved. The river is never a single thing. It's a flow, and the mind is the same. Buddhism doesn't talk about the mind as a single entity. Instead, it breaks it down into different forms of consciousness. There's the consciousness of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and then thinking. Each moment of experience arises from these 6 senses, and when these senses interact with the world, they create what we call reality. But here's the twist. These moments of consciousness don't stay. They arise and vanish, over and over. Think about when you hear a sound. The moment it reaches your ears, the sound already belongs to the past. It's gone. This is why Buddhism teaches that the mind is impermanent. It's not a fixed thing. It's a constant stream of perception, forming and dissolving at every moment. And yet, this stream gives us the illusion of a self. Right now, you feel like a singular person, a stable me moving through life. But ask yourself, where is this me located? Is it in your thoughts, your memories, your body? Buddhism challenges this assumption by breaking down what we call self into 5 parts, known as the 5 aggregates. Form, the body, the physical world. Feeling, sensations, pleasure, pain, neutrality. Perception, recognizing sights, sounds, ideas, mental formations, emotions, habits, thoughts. Consciousness, the awareness that experiences all of this. When we put these 5 together, they create the sense of I. But look closely. None of these are permanent. None of them stay the same. Your body changes. Your feelings shift. Your perceptions evolve. Your thoughts come and go. So if everything that makes you you is always changing, what does that say about the self? This is where Buddhism turns our understanding of mind upside down. Buddhism doesn't just break the mind down into parts. It also speaks of something beyond it. Some traditions describe the luminous mind, a state of pure awareness untouched by thought, free from the illusion of self. It's said that beneath all the noise of our everyday mind, there is something deeper, a clear, knowing presence. But the only way to understand it is to experience it. So what is the mind? A physical thing? No. A single, unchanging self? No. An illusion? Not quite. It is a process, a movement, a river that never stops flowing. And if that's true, then maybe, just maybe, we are not as solid as we think. Buddhism invites us to explore this directly, not through belief, but through practice. In the next episode, we'll dive even deeper into the root of suffering and how our mind creates it. But for now, take a breath, notice your thoughts, and ask yourself, who is watching? If you found this exploration meaningful, consider subscribing for more insights into Buddhist wisdom. And if you'd like to take this journey deeper, leave a comment below. What do you think the mind is? Until next time, stay present